Last time on the Reclamation, the party takes care of a couple of slimy creatures that happen to be in the room that they just opened up while mining. Then afterwards, after looking over the bodies and just realizing that they're skeletons, they headed down the stairs. They were going down a lot of stairs. But at some point, there was a window, and as they looked out, they saw a ruined city, bigger than Violet Hall by far. The only thing really that looks like it's standing is a temple. They're so far away they couldn't quite tell. They finish going down the stairs and they walk out to see a little bit closer than the town. There's a camp with tents. As a smaller figure from the shadows approached them. Once he gets closer, it's revealed that he's a goblin. The party introduces themselves to him, and he introduces himself as Goblin. And he takes him back to the camp, where we find a town full of goblins. Named Goblin? Interesting. And they all have fancy hats on. And it seems that the more hats you have, the more authority you have. As Sabas tried to play a funny trick and use magic to get 6 hats on, which caused the current leader with 5 hats to be angry and throw a spear in retaliation to his challenge. But then the magic faded and they made up as the village tells the party about this town and how it fell from above. And as the party sets out to explore the ruins, they are heated with a warning of some creatures who have been attacking and killing these goblins for generations.
That's not right. That's not right. That looks gnarly.
It was an accident. It was on purpose, but it wasn't really meant to be on.
Hurting like a son of a bitch. Let me tell you what.
Maelthorin is tired of taking shrooms.
Force a fucking squirrel. A squirrel.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm having a heart attack.
yeah, Timmy's mom.
I turned the computer on. What's up?
Timmy's mom's hot.
So as we get started, you guys we're still in the goblin camp and we are getting ready to set out as one of the goblins, the one with 3 hats, the one that you've known to be like the researcher, kind of the smarter one, kind of walks up and, well, hey guys, you guys are heading out to the town today. Anybody can't see in the dark? One of you? What? All right. And the goblin reaches into the pack and pulls out a potato and hands it. The hand just reaches it out to you, Balasar. Reach it out like, we can't.
Is it a special potato?
Yeah, we can't grow much down here except for potatoes. Those seem to grow really well. But we've noticed, I don't know if it was like the magic in the area at the time or whatever was going on, but some potatoes have different things with them. That one will help you see in the dark.
How so? Just holding on to it, or
You gotta eat
supposed to eat
it.
it? Oh,
It's a potato.
just raw.
I mean, I guess we could cook it up for you, but I figured you guys would want to get on the road faster.
Okay, it's all right. I'm start eating the potato.
Yeah. As you finish up the potato,
Potato.
It kind of has an interesting taste to it. It doesn't taste like a normal potato. It's a little bit more sour, and then it's very stark, and then it's back to like a sour and sweet. And as you kind of like blink a couple times, you just see the area around you just get brighter. And like even out in the distance past the lights, you can't really tell color, but you can tell shapes. You can see like some of the rocks farther about. She will reach into her bag and hand you 3 more. Like, I don't know how long you guys are going to be away, but take those just in case.
Think about it. I'm parched. Can I have one of those?
Those potatoes, for 24 hours will grant you 60 feet of dark vision.
Oh, fuck yeah!
So,
Can I put that as? Can I put that in my inventory as radioactive potato?
sure can. So you guys get prepared, and you guys start making the journey up to the town. It's, judging from the distance, it's probably a good like 15-20 minute walk to the outside of the town from the goblin encampment. You have a couple goblins, both of them with 2 hats, signifying that they're of the military, and they're coming along with you, spears in hand, and one of them has like a little shield on, which you guys look at it and notice that it's the same wood as that door that you kicked down. You can tell it's a little bit of rotted, and everything that you see in front of you is just collapsed, ruined, piles of stone, and like stone just like flung everywhere. There's some wood splintered everywhere, except for like the main roads seem pretty clear. It seems like all the rubble just kind of collapsed inward, with a little bit of it kind of spewing outward. Well, it's a pretty big place. Where do you guys want to go first?
Where's the creature that's been attacking you guys?
They're normally spotted towards the center, but they could be anywhere.
Any way we can get to high ground to sort of scope it out and see what we can see?
You can try climbing the remains of buildings.
Yeah, like on a roof or something?
How easy is that?
If you can find one that's sturdy enough, I'm sure.
Why don't you climb it first? Let us know if we can get up there.
They both just kind of like look at each other. Give me a persuasion roll.
What are you doing?
15.
They both look at each other like, they both like reach for their nose, like nose goes, and one of them's like, yeah, damn it, and he hands him his spear, and he's gonna make an athletics to try and climb up one of these houses. You can see he kind of picks like one of the like center pillars in one of these like ruined houses and starts to like try to climb it. And you see he gets about like 20 feet up, and then he slips and goes down 5 feet, goes about another 6 feet, slips down 10, and he's yeah, I'll get there. And then as he goes to move up, you just hear him go, ow, and then fall down.
Oh.
Okay. He's not a good climber.
Guess we'll have to find another way around. My mending won't help an entire roof.
No. Well, I guess. What are you guys doing in town? Are you just guiding us, or?
Yep.
Okay. Well, why don't you guide us towards the center of town?
Easy enough. And they start just walking on the road.
Okay. I'll follow.
Walking down
Whisper
the road.
over to the wizard.
You wouldn't happen to have a bird or some sort of like floating eyeball thing you can do?
Bird.
So I look at him and I say,
I know you guys.
How long have you been in this crew? Do I look like I've summoned birds? I'm summoning a skeleton every time we attack something.
How about a dead bird? We can
bird.
Listen, I'm just asking because they see this guy saying these guys are killing all our friends, and we're kind of just marching in there, and not really planning. So if we can get a bird's eye view, pun intended.
Oh, so I can summon. So what I can do is I can summon a thing, and I don't know why we're talking like all like this, but that's fine. We can talk like this.
I don't want to hurt the goblins' feelings.
We got all southern on this one for some reason. That's fine. That's fine. So I can summon a ghostling, a putrid, or a skeletal, and if none of those can't fly, maybe we can launch it up. You know what I'm saying? Up.
This is erring a little bit on the darker side, but what if we sacrifice the goblin to find out what these things are?
I mean,
not the kind of like stab him in the leg and run kind of sacrifice, but just like willfully, neglectfully let him walk ahead of us a little bit.
The guy that blasted the hand off of one isn't worried about the well-being of them. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, can we hear what they're saying?
Can I willfully say that I'm bad at whispering?
Sure. I was gonna make you guys roll a perception, but that's no longer needed.
So what about the goblins? Do the goblins hear?
Goblins are like 10 feet ahead of you. I just rolled for them. They can't hear shit.
Let's go. Listen, they're just like little chickens. All right, you just like, gotta let it go.
Like 20 minutes ago, you tried to kill them, took a whole arm off of the leader, and then you're like, yo, we're like best of friends. And now you're like throwing him as
because they're dumb.
Like, what are we doing?
That's because they're dumb.
Because they're not okay.
They're like little rats.
This isn't the weakest, the strong will survive. I thought we're trying to help them.
I thought so too.
Oh, we are on completely different pages.
Okay, well, for
the record, do not like goblins.
Oh, well,
I'm very racist against goblins. They are lesser beings to me.
I agree.
I know you're like the goblins. They're so cute.
I'm an orc.
When did he get in this conversation? This is an A-B conversation. See your way out of it.
Wait,
right? God.
Were you listening in on this conversation?
He's whispering loud. Don't y'all hear it?
Loud.
You're really bad at whispering.
Well, you can hear me too.
Yeah.
Yes, all of us can.
Oh, I just showed all of my colors. Oh, this is terrible.
You felt comfortable.
Well, now we can't kill them because.
No, I'm fine with it.
You felt comfortable being open, not with us.
Well, I felt like I was finally getting on everyone's good side. We were building a good repertoire. I was more comfortable, and I didn't want to just like oust myself because I hate goblins.
No.
Not in the like, let's purge them all, but like they're stupid rats.
No wonder
he was here. Now my respect for you is going down. Goblins go first. Let's go.
No wonder he's trying to whisper to the wizard. I mean, the wizard was so racist when we first met him.
That's a great point.
That's very true.
Hey, I'm 100% down with them being lesser beings. Let's go. Let's go.
Can we pump it with the lesser being talk?
Yeah,
please?
I'm not agreeing with that, but I mean, we're gonna keep going.
You're right. I need to do better. I got to work on it. That's
I have not taken. All I gotta say is I have not taken anyone's hand because I'm racist. Let's be honest here. I have not taken anyone's hand yet.
Right.
Well, there it is.
That's on me.
There it is. We found it.
Yep. You guys, in the middle of this conversation, hear that and look out, and you see just a center plaza. It's about like it's a 30 foot circle. And you see there's again ruined buildings, but near one of the ruined buildings you see a statue that has been broken over and destroyed. You know, this is the center of the town, or at least
the center of what we've explored.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where you've normally found those creatures.
That's where they normally come after us. Yep.
Okay, I am going to kind of where we're at, take a look around, see if there's any tracks or anything or any creatures I can see.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if I can.
That'd be a
look around,
perception.
too.
Yeah. Unless you like want to spend some time on this, then I would argue you can do investigation. But if you're just like glancing over, trying to look for stuff, I would say perception.
Well, my perception's better than my investigation, so I will definitely take perception.
Also,
missed it. Did our blind person?
And that is a 16.
Yep. Balasar has 60 feet of dark vision currently.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Are there any taller, are these same building heights next to us before the center part? Like, are there still buildings next to us?
Oh yeah. You can see like the center, the circle is surrounded by
opens up.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Could I attempt to get on top of one of them now that we're near the center?
Yeah, go ahead. You actually see that out of all the buildings, the one that the statue is close to is probably the most put together one. It looks like it was some sort of like a center like tower.
Okay.
And it seems to go up a good like 30-40 feet. That still seems to be intact, at least from the outside. But if you're looking to climb that, go ahead and give me athletics or acrobatics.
23.
Nice.
Okay. So let's go down the list. We had Maelthorin, Dubbager, and Saren with the perceptions. Okay, so as you guys are looking around, you do find tracks. Just from a quick glance, both goblin feet and what seems to be like. There are some other tracks, but you can't quite pinpoint exactly what they are. But also, as you're kind of looking around and you're looking at these buildings, there's something about them. You've been in a few cities and a couple villages, and these buildings just seem way too big. Like, not like unnaturally big, but like where you would see a normal like little staircase leading up to a door, it's like maybe like 10 feet wider and the steps are like just a few inches bigger.
Oh, more
so just slightly
close to the giant size people build it.
well, is it bigger than, you mean for the goblins?
For you.
or for us?
Oh, for us, for normal.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. With that 23 acrobatics, yeah, you get yourself, you get about like 20 feet up on this tower, and you get like a very good place to like plant your feet. That seems pretty sturdy. You've kind of like gently jumped up and down to like test it. It seems to withhold your weight, and you found like a spot where you can kind of look out pretty well. But yeah, as you guys are also looking around, and Balasar, you would have seen this as you walked by, the statue is also quite large. It's probably at its base about 15-20 feet. And if you look at like parts of it, most of it's shattered onto the ground behind it. And especially you, Balasar, you start noticing features on it. But all you come to the same conclusion. That's a statue of a dragon.
Oh.
Like
the whole slithery tail and everything.
Saren with the 20, at the statue, you at the base of it, there's like a little plaque that just says the name Bahamut.
Uh-oh. Do I know this name as Saren?
Give me a religion check.
I sure don't.
Nope. You...
I never heard a thing like that before.
you start to think back, like, has there been any deity for dragons? You draw a complete blank.
Is it written in common?
Yes.
Interesting. Not draconic?
Correct. Sabas, did you want to do anything in this time when they're all looking around? And
is there anything scalable at this time? So, like a decrepitated house or wall or anything for a better vantage point? That seems like a different point of view from that.
Different point of view.
If not,
give me a perception check. You haven't done that yet.
Where is that temple that we saw?
14.
Temple's far in the back side of town. And 14. Yeah, you look around and you find in just a couple of the homes. Doesn't get you as high as like the tower would have, but you do see a spot that seems good enough. Like in a house, you find you actually find like a decent set of stairs that take you to like a second floor. You're about like 15 feet up, and from there it's just the roof has just been torn off, so it's just a completely open.
I poke my head up through the roof and see if I notice anything. Like, I guess across, maybe even across the roofs themselves. Make sure there's not like anything lurking on like the mid ground where I'm at either.
Okay. Stick with that perception. Were you wanting to do the same, Balasar?
Sorry, what was he doing?
Just like scanning the area now that he has that vantage point.
Yeah, pretty much.
You also give me a perception then.
Yes. Oh, 18.
Okay. So going off of your 14, Sabas, and then that 18 that was just rolled. As you look out, Sabas, from the way that these buildings are positioned, you guys are basically across from each other.
Mm-hmm.
So Sabas, your viewpoint goes back towards the end of town, and you do see now a little bit clearer the top part of that temple that you guys were looking at. It still shows a little bit of fading and whatnot, but it still seems like a pretty solid, like green. There's like some green moss growing over it, but it's normally like just a regular stone building. And you can see you're 15. The roof of it, you can see like one part of it's kind of there's like a hole. And then as for like just scanning across that section, a lot of the buildings are very damaged. Some of them even to the point where there is no foundation. It's just all rubble. You, from this direction, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. With that 18 looking out in the other direction, same vibe. From a higher perspective, you can kind of see more towards like the top of the buildings. And a lot of them, you'd see some of the rooftops just have skeletons on them. The ones closer up, you can't really make too much detail of the ones farther away.
So, since he can see it, are we saying it's within the 120? It's at the edge of the 120 feet. That's how far we are from the temple, or how far away from the temple? Like, give or take.
It's a little bit farther. There are some spots that seem to be a little bit more lit than others.
Okay.
It's a good point I should have made beforehand, but here we are.
Is the temple lit then? Like partially lit?
The temple itself isn't lit. There just seems to be like you can see there's like some holes up at the top of the cave where it seems like a little bit of light is pouring in, granting like somewhat vision. There seems to be like a more decent hole above the temple.
But nothing looking like torches that would be from living things.
No, no torches. Nope.
Didn't the goblins mention that there is a lady somewhere around these parts?
They were supposed
the body
to
of a lady?
retrieve the body to give it a proper burial, and it is in the temple.
Gotcha.
We do need to do that yet.
All right, guys. Are we done? Are we done staring into the abyss? Are we ready? I think we're ready to do this. Let's go.
I think we should head to the temple.
As you guys get back together, I was like, they really should be here. That's weird. They've almost always came to get us. They must be scared of you guys. It's the only logical explanation.
Probably scared of Six Hatter over here. Cuts off hands.
Yeah.
Six Hatter.
They both look at Sabas and quickly dart their eyes away. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, goblins, go show us the way. Right, Sabas?
Please.
Sabas.
I appreciate that he said please.
Yeah.
He went back into his closet.
Please walk to your doom, please.
So yeah, you guys make your way towards that back half of the town, and it's almost the same scenery as you continue on, just a lot of ruins. You see, as you get closer to the temple, the skeletons as well, you're starting to spot more and more of them.
Can you tell what kind of species they are? The skeletons? Are they human or are they...
They're humanoid.
Humanoid.
Yeah. You can see, like, some of them have been damaged. Like, some of them are, like, missing part of their front, and some of them have, like, holes in their skull. Some of them doesn't even have an arm or a leg.
You can't tell if they're, like, a human or elf or...
No. Well, give me a perception.
Ooh, nice. 22.
Yeah. As you're walking by, you don't really see anything that resembles like elves per se. But as you start like walking and seeing more and more of them, you do see some bones that just seem larger. They're still humanoid shaped, but it's definitely they're built bigger.
When you say larger, are we talking about giants?
No, not quite that big. We're talking just like 8 feet.
I mean, just 8 feet.
There are some giants that are 8 feet.
No,
Depends on giant.
Like midget giants.
But then as you guys turn another corner and you see the temple, it's at this point probably about 30 feet away. You guys spot certain skeletons that definitely aren't humanoid. They seem to be like the body of them seem to look somewhat just like one of those like bigger skeletons that you saw before, but their head is also quite larger. And then on each side of the staircase going into the temple, there is a couple of large skeletons. And you see that their face kind of like goes out like a snout, and they have 2 horns coming from their heads.
So, being the necromancer of the group, would I be able to know what they are by throwing a perception?
Actually, give me an intelligence roll.
15.
Yeah. So the skeletons of the like bigger set ones with the big heads, those you can't quite ascertain what they were in life. But the two bigger ones on each side of the stairs, you do recognize those to be Minotaur people.
And
And
we're safe.
in
They have no muscles.
in your studies in the mountains, you came across a few books that did talk about life forms that don't exist anymore, and that was one of them.
Interesting.
Lovely.
Can you speak the dead?
I know, right? Now I'm wondering if the thing we're gonna find beat a Minotaur. That would be a problem. Just saying.
The lady's in the temple?
And where's this lady?
Supposedly. Should be.
I'm gonna use my.
Unless somebody moved it, it should be there.
Is the door closed?
You see that one of the doors is closed, but the other one has just like come off of his hinges and is just laying.
I'm gonna use my mage hand to open the other side.
Yeah. So as you guys get a little bit closer, you start seeing more and more of this temple, and as you go to open the door, right above the door is like a symbol. You guys see just like a little portrait, like, and there's a dragon's head on it. And it seems to have claws going through it. You can tell just from your adventures and what you've been through that the claw marks weren't originally there. Those were put there.
Desecration of a holy place.
Mm-hmm. And then as you guys, the door opens, and you guys start walking closer to the stairs, and you see another like little plaque on the side. This one isn't Draconic. So who speaks Draconic?
I do.
You do.
Not I.
Don't know.
I have no idea what it says.
Okay.
Wait, let me put my glasses on. Nope, no idea.
Or
What it says.
dragon glasses.
Yeah, my dragon glasses.
Your languages are in the bottom left, like where your proficiencies in languages are.
Okay, no common, infernal, thieves.
Okay. So Balasar, you're the only one that can read this, as this reads, Temple of Bahamut, the dragon god of good.
Oh. I will tell everyone that. With a somewhat relieved tone to hear the god of good.
Good God. Good.
Does that spark any memory in me?
Make me another religion check, and now that you know the name of it, give it to me at advantage.
I will
Give it to
roll
me.
advantage. That's a nat 20.
Doing a 19.
Don't need to worry about the advantage.
Bro, save that
Rolls
for the
a second
combat.
nat 20. Does he get super special knowledge?
So, as you try to think back, knowing that this is for sure a religion, you look back at the books you read in the tower, and outside of that, you didn't really know much about religion. And you're trying to think, you're thinking back, and you're not remembering anything about any dragon gods. And then for a split second, you see a vision of the moon. And as you see that, the thoughts that come into your head are the symbol of just a dragon in a portrait, symbolizing Bahamut, dragon god of good. And then you're kind of looking at it with the claw marks as your memory. You shouldn't know this. How do you know this? But with the claw marks, it is symbolizing Tiamat, the dragon goddess of evil.
Oh.
So when this happened, did we see like a light shine down on him?
Nope.
And the automatic? No.
Nope. This all happened in his brain.
So that's the dragon god of good. And I don't know how I know this, but the claw marks. There's also a dragon goddess of evil. We could be in trouble here.
What is this dragon god of evil?
Tiamat? So this could have been a place where, you know, it was one thing, and then obviously this other goddess or people who follow this other goddess sort of took over.
So the evil god kind of desecrated the good god's temple.
Mm-hmm.
Checks out.
Do we see some place where people would be staying, sleeping? Weapons are made, maybe?
So as you look in, you do see there are rows of seats. And again, you see an assortment of skeletons. You see there is stained glass on the sides with some of it shattered inward. And actually, I think it's time to bring out the first non-combat map.
Oh, he says that now.
He says that now.
I swing on the goblin.
The goblin's like, what did I do?
Literally nothing. I'm just not a good person.
Magic shade.
Oh, there's so many people sleeping.
Yeah, just like the play. This is what the play looked like. Just
Play look like.
Yeah, as you look in, all of these are just skeletons.
Okay. Do they still have armor on them?
Rusted. Very rusted, but yes.
Is this shattered window panes over here?
Yeah, the
Sure
stained
is.
windows.
Oh.
I like
And there's a staircase going up.
That staircase leads up to an elevated platform where you see a podium.
Okay.
Podium.
Podium.
Okay.
with-
Okay. So it goes up to that podium.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. The
Cobbles.
different styled flooring. How it goes from stone to wood. There you go.
Makes sense.
So it's a raised podium.
Yep. And for this, like I said, this isn't a combat map as of right now, as Skylar put out apparently. So you guys can roam. This is mainly for a visual perspective.
I'm interested in this.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
as you guys are walking in, you do see that a lot of these skeletons are the bigger, they're like 8-foot length skeletons. And give me an investigation, and I'm assuming you wanted to do the same up there, Dubbager.
Yes.
Okay.
16.
Dang.
Ah.
Don't worry.
I didn't see shit.
Don't worry,
I
guys.
rolled-
I'll
rolled
find
a 4.
all the goodies.
Yeah. Maelthorin, you're looking at this, and as old as you know that this town is, it's kind of hard to draw any parallels from what you know now and how they did things whenever this was. But you know that this was an altar table is the closest resemblance. Seemed to be where forms of divinity was held. Depending on how they did births, marriages, this could have been incorporated with it somehow. A lot of the notes that you do find on the table there are very eroded and not really readable. What were you up to, Sabas?
Is there anything? This corpse is just kind of laying here. I was kind of hoping just to check out the pews and see if there were anything going on here.
Yeah. Also, give me an investigation.
Okay. So 19.
19, not bad. As you're looking at it, now that you actually got a closer look, you kind of lift up the helmet, and this one is a full skull of a dragonborn. You can see like some of the front part is missing, but it's mainly just the teeth. The structure is still there.
Not touch that.
I guess Dubbager, you're the one I haven't gotten to. Got a 6. As you're kind of looking around the podium, it has very weathered like books inside of it. You look at them, open it up, you're kind of looking through. Can't really spot anything that catches your eye. And I mean it's for something that has so much damage around it, this podium almost looks untouched.
Look, guys, there's a whole bunch of books. I really didn't see nothing interesting in them. But don't look like the podium's been touched at all or damaged.
It does look decidedly unbroken.
Yeah, compared to everything else around here.
Yeah, no, I'm not a cleric though, so I don't know. Maybe these books might be interesting for someone else, but for me, they're nothing.
Well, I can definitely take a look.
We'll go look at the skeleton of the dragonborn, not touch it though.
Yeah. Saren, give me another investigation.
Can I look with Saren? So
yeah. Are you looking to give him advantage?
Yeah, I'd like to give him help.
Cool. Roll with advantage.
I'll look with both my eyes.
I have like the flashlight over your shoulder kind of vibe.
That was not
good
help.
I can't believe that.
Another 6. You find practically the same thing. The books seem like they are religious scripts.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all the extra you can really ascertain from that.
So
is he able to tell what language?
A lot of them seem to be in common. From like, you can read like the cover barely.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm getting the vague sense of religion, maybe I should tap into a different side of my brain. Use my the magic that is given to me more so than my eyesight.
Yeah. With that nat 20 you had earlier on the religion, I will say you know that this was caused by the followers of Tiamat.
Mm-hmm.
As for the podium itself, that's let's do another religion roll.
19.
Here you go. As you're looking around the podium, you feel a divine sense around the entirety of it that seems very familiar to the same divine energy that you have.
Really?
And more importantly, you feel that divine energy trying to tug you, like it's trying to like pull you in to look at something. And as you follow it, so the podium has 3 shelves, and underneath the second shelf on the side, you see there is a part of it kind of sticking out.
Oh, we got a little puzzle box situation here. I guess I sort of touch it and see what it does.
You go to touch it, and the divine sense you get around the podium dissipates. As you hear from behind you, as you all turn around to look at what just happened, in between the 2 crumbled statues, the stone has moved to reveal a staircase.
Oh no.
Secret stair. I knew you could do it. I knew it was something clerical.
Oh yeah. I mean, I guess we go down the stairs.
Yeah, there's nothing else to really look at in here, right?
Guys, I found this speck of dust under this pew. It looks weird. It might be magical. Hey,
it looks like Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, where'd that hole get there?
I'm walking down the stairs.
Oh,
cool.
Wait for me, guys.
Is it spiral staircase again?
Nope.
Oh, God,
this
another
one
3
this one
hours.
just goes straight down. You can see the bottom of it where the last few steps seem to be like broken. So you make your way around that and get your way down the steps. All those like torches are unlit. Those are just to show you where the doors are.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know, they're
I'd like
all.
to
It
use
is
fireball to light them all, please.
completely dark.
Who's musically challenged or not musically challenged?
Inclined.
I know a thing or two. What is our challenge? I want to walk up to it.
We'll go around the corner and
Oh, we're moving?
You should like lay on top of the piano while I play something.
Oh,
all sexy like.
daddy. Play something for me. Play.
Maelthorin is just suddenly in this red dress. Jessica Rabbit style.
I'm laying on my stomach and my legs are up. I'm just like
Yeah, so as you guys enter the room, like I said, those like torches there are just there to show you the where the doors are at in each room. Those aren't actually lit by any means. But as you go up to the piano, again, just like with the buildings, the piano just seems irregularly large. Like even the seat you're sitting in is probably like a good 5-6 feet long.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
And as you go to sit on it, your feet are barely touching the ground.
Is it a nice cushion?
It's a little damp,
So
but yeah.
in
it's
scale,
nice.
this everything's bigger.
I want to use
Yeah.
Mage Hand to see if these doors are unlocked. I want to try to open them with my Mage Hand.
Okay. Which door are you trying to get to first? The one that you're closest to?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not
so, yeah.
like swinging it open.
Yeah.
I'm just
go
kind of like testing the waters here.
Yeah. You use the mage hand, and it goes and it turns the handle, and it kind of like creaks it open a little bit.
Right. This door right here. Avenue next, or we can go down this door.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I'm gonna do the same thing as the top door.
You go up to that door. There is no knob.
Oh well, doesn't matter. This door, not going through it.
Great.
I'm gonna peruse this bookshelf looking thing.
Yeah. Give me a perception check.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't find
19.
shit.
I perceive a 19.
As you're looking through the books, a lot of them are in great condition still.
Oh.
Not a lot of them. Like there's a little bit of wear and tear, but it's like the usual book wear and tear. You can't make out the language.
I'm gonna check out this piano and see if there's like any music notes on it or something, or
If
if
you
it
lay
even
on it,
works.
if you lay on it, Saren will play something.
So
I mean, I could try to play something if you want to help me. See if there's
perception
still strings in it.
or investigation.
What are you trying to look for at the piano?
Checking the piano, see if it works first off, seeing if there's like any music notes, like they usually you can put your music notes on it. And
There's nothing on it, and as you go to like hit a couple of the keys, I mean it's very out of tune, doesn't sound good, but sound does come out.
Yeesh.
Hmm.
It takes forever to tune a piano.
I wouldn't know.
Is there anything under it?
You look under the piano, and other than a nice layer of dust.
Okay.
Could
This might be something we come back to.
Mm-hmm.
Could I make the attempt to play one of the mercenary songs that I know on a different instrument? Can I try to translate it to the piano?
You can give me a performance check.
My goodness. Before he does that, can I like mend the piano to put it back in tune?
Please.
If that doesn't work, I'd like to prestidigitation it.
Mending. Oh man, I don't think mending would really tune a piano. It just kind of.
Oh, not mending. I'm sorry, thaumaturgy.
Oh, okay.
It's
So,
loud.
Now we're talking.
sure. Let's roll with that. Give me a performance with advantage with the added help of Saren.
Please, please, please.
Who are you? Oh, dirty 20.
Yeah, you start playing a mercenary tune that only you recognize. Nobody else, none of you know what he's playing. But it's with Saren's help, it does sound better. It's still a little bit like out of tune, a little bit off key, but it does sound like a half decent song. For everybody except for Maelthorin, it's definitely better than the play you watched.
Wow.
Just
Oh, that's better than that play we watched.
it's
Oh
the
man, guys, this is horrible music. Are you serious? That play was head over heels better.
the song
That's an
itself is
opinion.
about 1,000 men marching up a mountain, past and beyond to save a princess. That's
As he plays and explains it, can I like get a feel for it and try and help it sound better?
That's what, with that advantage, we'll say that,
That's
yeah,
what you did.
absolutely.
Are you?
I'm gonna
trying to
take a look at the
auto-tune?
door with no knobs. See if like there's any writing on it.
Give me an investigation on the door.
Yes, I am magical auto tune.
15.
15. You're looking at this door, and with what you know about different ways of like breaking and entering, your rogue, your thief ways that you've learned and self-learned through the years, it seems like this door has a trigger somewhere.
Okay,
As
guys.
you're
This
kind of
door here
feeling-
has some kind of trigger to it to open it.
A trigger, you say?
Yeah, trigger. I don't know. I mean,
Is it possible to squeeze behind the piano?
So,
to go
fun
to this
fact,
spot?
that's just an error on the map. There is nothing back there.
Okay. Just ask him.
Yep, for sure. I knew
I
that
would
was going
like
to come up.
to. I would like to try and light the unlit lanterns.
Yeah, you go over to him, and I mean the wood, for as old as it looks, I mean it doesn't burn much, but you still get a good little bit of light from it. And on that note, Balasar, because this is your first time with dark vision, if you look over as Saren lights one of those, and for a split second you just got flashbanged.
Okay.
It's like
I hear him cry out, and I'm like, "Oh, don't look directly into it. Oh, you need to get used to that."
it's not like super bad. It's just like it makes you like blink a couple times, and then you have those fuzzies.
Okay. Just gonna hold
So
on
while
to the
he's
bookshelf for a second.
blind and trying to reach for things inappropriately, I also want to look at these books with him, see if I can figure out anything off these books.
Yeah,
Is any of these
Made a whole
languages,
sandwich?
give me
any
an
of these
investigation.
languages something I would
Making me
be able to
hungry.
see?
Give me an investigation.
Just a PB&J.
Still good.
Oh, never mind.
No, that's fine.
I take that back.
As you're going through the books, you do recognize the language.
Oh,
Mainly
oh.
because I checked beforehand and you are the only one that knows Sylvan.
I am. That is correct.
Oh.
The tutoring company?
No, the Pokemon.
Oh, right.
Oh.
So can I read this, or is my investigation so low that I just don't even know how to read it now?
You look through the books, and it's not that you couldn't read it. You just, with your investigation, you don't find anything that piques your interest.
Okay. Well, I'm just quickly, guys. I'm just gonna like pull every book. Like, am I acting like maybe a trap door is gonna trigger? You know, I'm just like bam, 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 bam. While you guys are doing all that, I'm just like trying every book, seeing if a trap door will open. You know what I'm saying?
You find any music books over there?
No, found nothing. It's all crap.
Okay. I'm not sure I believe that. Can I go over and look for like a music book?
Can I finish for 5 seconds? There's a lot of books here. Let's give me a second.
No, I'm not getting like in front of you, but I'm definitely trying to catch the books you're throwing.
I'm almost done.
Yeah, as he's kind of throwing books off of the shelf, you do spot one book that has a musical note on it.
Ah. And it's written in Sylvan, huh?
We can read the musical notes.
Do you need me to read this? Because I just finished throwing all the books off the shelf.
I mean, do you know whether or not Sylvan music notes are different than regular music notes?
I might know that. Maybe. Yes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say it.
We found a music book?
It's,
Yeah.
They're different.
Are you good at sight reading?
Sure. Let's do this. Let's do it live.
That is how we learned back when I was a part of my mercenary company. Is you?
Okay, whose lap am I sitting on?
Right here.
Open.
Okay,
Pat my lap
up the book
violently.
Yeah, so Saren, as you're looking through it, it just looks like a regular like book of music sheets. You just can't read the names because they're all in Sylvan.
Okay.
But everything else, as you're looking through it, seems pretty similar to what you know of as sheets of music.
Mm-hmm.
And who's
I'm gonna open the one that like interests me, and I'm gonna sit it on the piano.
He's the musician.
There is one rule that must be established. If I play, someone has to sing. It is a duet.
Oh,
no
only
one plays
one.
music.
Only one can read the words.
Yep, sounds like we know who's singing.
Maelthorin, are you prepared?
Okay.
I'm ready. Hold on.
Before he does this,
let me get my minor illusion out. I'll dance with him. All right, I'm ready.
I am going to hide.
Now my music.
So as you look at this music sheet, there are no lyrics. It's just a sheet of play music.
Fine. I'm making this up as I go.
You do catch.
Let him cook.
The name at the top.
17 it is.
What's the name?
The Fame and the Downfall of the Bard.
Of the bard? Or the bard?
Bard.
So the
bard.
So then me and my I want me and my minor illusion to create a play around this, and I want to throw athletics at it, and it's gonna be the best like play we could ever make with dancing. We're gonna dance choreography it. All right? Can I throw an athletics for that?
Watch a roll one. Watch a
For
roll one.
Dance choreography, that is more about acrobatics.
Okay, then I got acrobatics.
I have to stand here and hold the piano.
And then I will need another performance check from you, Sabas.
And you'll get it, god damn it. Because I shall perform.
15.
It's very average. 13.
It is average. You do play the notes on the correct key, but it's just with the way that the piano is, it does sound a little bit off. And Maelthorin with the 15 acrobatics. How are you performing? And how does the piano being off key make that 15 make sense?
So I mean, we're a little misplaced. I mean, I will say like my minor illusion throws or shoots an arrow at me, and it's like way off key. It's like he shoots it at the wrong time. It's like above my head. Doesn't even look like it hits me. And I'm like acting like I'm dead as we go back to dancing, and then it looks like it's stepping on me because he's a little off key, but it's fine. We keep moving with it because I am a professional. I know what I'm doing. We just keep going, and then finally at the end, I am the Bart. He gets up with the big spear, gets ready to put the spear in my chest, and for some reason the last key is so off that he just like throws it, and I'm just like,
wow. I'm led to believe that this is exactly what this song is about.
That was actually a little bit better than the play that we watched before.
But nothing happens, huh?
Nope. He plays the tune and the dance happens. You guys have a good bonding moment.
I like the book on fire.
Wait, don't do that yet. I pull it away.
you can just light the big. Just go ahead and light the big pile of books I threw in the corner on the floor on fire if you want. We can just throw it in after we're done.
Are the goblins not with us, by the way?
No, the goblins did not come up down the stairs.
They're just chilling in the top of the church or the temple. Okay.
Maelthorin, please, can you just look through this book? Does anything jump out to you? Does anything is it a key? Does it say open?
Nothing jumped out at me the first time. Should I give it a good old 1-2 again? Should I give it a good old 1-2?
Well, he hands you a specific book that he found in the pile. Let's say, Saren, roll me just a d20, just a flat d20 roll. See what book you grabbed.
17.
17? Okay.
17.
He hands you this book, Maelthorin, and it just reads, The Plant and Vegetation of Ikarit.
And I tell them that. That's what this book is, man. I don't know.
Okay.
What else do you want from me? Do you want me to actually open it? Is that what
As he says that, you guys have no idea what Ikarit is.
Okay. It might tell us something.
Hear me out. No, I shouldn't. We could. Maybe putting it close to the fire is actually helpful. That's not true. I just want to light things on fire. I'm lost.
Let me read it first.
I'm so frustrated. My songs
You're
are off
arsonly
key. My
frustrated.
songs are off cue. My performer is dancing to a weird tune. I just.
Well, why don't we have another door, guys.
Yeah, we have 2 doors.
We're kind of at a dead end here. You want to go check the door that we know will open?
Yeah, let's do it.
We can. And when we get above ground, we'll go find a piano. We'll find one that's in tune.
We'll do the dance again? I'm moving the wrong person. We'll do the dance again?
Anything for you.
Thanks. This is why I appreciate you. You appreciate me. Sabas, get the fuck off the piano.
I don't like the way you said that. It kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. I didn't even put myself there. Someone's putting me there. Stop it. Get some help.
All right, I would use my mage hand to push the door open because I don't want us to go first.
Oh.
Ooh.
And a kind of scuffed up couch on one side with 2 chairs on the other. Another bookshelf in here. You see, this just seems like a gathering spot of some kind. You see, there is like a torch-lit chandelier up on the top. None of it seems to be lit.
It's
More
lit?
books.
All right, I'll go investigate the books, I guess, again.
Same here.
Seems like I'm the only one who can read them anyway, so.
Give me an
Or
investigation.
can I read any of them?
You can't, but you can still look at them.
That's a nice book.
That's a nat 20 investigation from Maelthorin.
Dope.
Give me the goods, please.
Yeah, a 9.
It's really good. It's a really good book.
This is the best book in the world.
So, as both of you are looking through these books, Maelthorin, you're just reading off the titles, bestiary of Icarit. There seems to be a lot of stuff about this Icarit. And you see Dubbager goes, grabs a book, looks at it for a couple seconds, and just tosses off to the side. But where that book was, you see was placed in between two books, is a piece of paper, which is odd. This is a bookshelf, and all you found is books. You haven't found a single... it's a couple pieces of paper, and as you pull it out, it is a very, very worn letter. And as he picks this up, you guys look at it. The edges are very worn, but the actual stuff on the paper are perfect. The writing, perfect. There's a drawing on it as well. I'm going to put this in the group chat.
And we can all read it?
The only person that can read it is Maelthorin. It is in Sylvan.
I start reading this out loud. Since everybody has a copy, I'll let you... I'll just read it out loud.
Tell us a story.
I never thought the day would come where I would write this out for anyone who may find this. I am failing Sylvanor. I hope this reaches someone once this disaster is past. It is 2Z642, and it seems like the world is ending. A great evil has been revived by a group of, and I'm pretty sure this is correct, dumbasses. I know it has been a while since I've actually read. I've had Sylvan through my tongue, but from the stories, the evil took the form of a hydra, but this one is different, more like an entity of darkness and evil. Its presence and destruction is beyond human comprehension. It is taking all my power to keep this capital safe. The moon has guided you here to grant you this warning. I have seen the monsters who act as the enemy's generals. Each of them have the following sketch as a tattoo on their body. I was able to rid one of these evils from the world, but I'm afraid with their god back, I am all but powerless. All I can hope now is the people of Icarit can grow past this and fight back evil. They seem to have a neck to control the dragons. I fear they will be manipulated once I pass and my protection fades from the area. If this happens, be warned, they are not done yet, and they will be coming back.
Icarit. Protection.
And some weird symbol that I'm not aware that I've seen. Wait, have I seen this symbol? Since I know Sylvan? Is this a symbol in the Sylvan lore, maybe?
No,
would it be a clerical?
You look at this symbol and nothing really sticks out to you, Maelthorin.
Okay. Saren, do you see this symbol? And I show him the hand over the...
Same with Sabas and Dubbager. You guys can't really pinpoint if you know about this symbol. Balasar. You don't recognize the whole symbol, but one of the top part with the eye, you definitely saw that on that Dragonborn on that day when your land turned to ice. And Saren, the only thing that catches your eyes is the black star outlined in red.
My heart jumps.
Have any of you guys seen any of this before? I've never seen it. It's kind of a weird drawing.
I recognize part of it.
So do I. Strangely.
You said I recognize the top part, one of the 5 portions? Okay.
This dark star seems to be in the center of all this.
How many mysterious figures did we see that one time? Was it 5?
Conveniently so. We
Purple
saw
eyes.
4. There was only 4.
No.
But if we lump
the letter
Eden fell in that could be 5.
Edenfell wasn't one of them, right?
Because
By the council?
That was after we defeated them that they appeared.
I don't think
Well,
that
it does say that this person killed one of them.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to, is that one. That line.
Yeah. So if that's what these were.
I think that's what these were. I think these 4, well, these 5. But I don't know what they're trying to say about the star. Can you give me what do you know about the star? It's a star.
Is it 5 or is it 6? Does this middle eye count?
Well, it almost seems like the 4 or the 5 eyes are maybe controlling the middle eye, maybe? Or they're all starting from one main eye. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
That or they're the all-seeing eyes of the main eye.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be seen as controlling something or contributing to it in some way.
But they all had this mark on them.
If you continue to look at this, Saren, something about it feels familiar. Not the symbol, the writing, the paper itself.
It says the moon has guided you here. That's interesting.
Didn't the moon guide you out?
It did.
Maybe that's something.
It could be connected. But why does the paper feel familiar?
The paper feels familiar to you?
It's familiar. Does your
It's
hometown
something similar from the tower?
Could it be from the tower? Could this be connected to Edenfell somehow?
I think we gotta keep moving. I think.
Do you want to get?
I see a door down there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming because I see 2 torches. I think we gotta try the door.
Let's try it.
I was gonna say, he read this and showed you guys the symbol. Does anybody want to get a closer look at it as well?
Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. We all would want to.
You all kind of gather around close, and you notice as Saren gets closer, it starts to light up faintly. And you look back, and so does Saren.
You're glowing.
It lights up. You're
what?
You're getting brighter. You're lighting up.
I'm not to say that you are brightening my day up. You are actually getting brighter.
Oh, this is not normal.
No, I've never seen you do it before, so.
As you get up to the group, you see as it glows, you feel an urge to grab the paper.
Can I see that for a second?
Sure. Yeah. Hand it over.
As Saren touches the paper, the brightness intensifies.
Oh,
my goodness.
Not
Take
that
it,
bright.
just take it.
Not that bright.
Oh, okay.
Well,
as you see.
Well, we are in darkness, so.
As you see,
my eyes have adjusted.
Within the writing itself, within the Sylvan writing, you see runes start to light. As the writing seems to pop off of the paper and swirls in a circle around the 5 of you. And before you know it, you are looking at sun. And as you look around, you are back in that central area of the town with that statue, but you look over and the statue is full. It is a dragon statue. You see a statue of this Bahamut figure, and as you look around, the towers, the buildings, the houses, all completely fine. As you look around, you see people running, you see people screaming, humans, dragons, elephant people, You see everybody running around the town as you look up into the sky, and you see dragons descending. And right before we leave off, Saren, you look to the side and you see a familiar figure. The same figure that you saw with your first communion with Selûne. You see your ancestor. And that is where we are leaving off tonight. So as this starts, you guys see this figure, this Faeline Sylvanor. Off to the side, you see running in a dragonborn, a blue dragonborn. You guys spot a figure floating in purple cloths. The figure Drow. Standing on the statue itself is a blue tiefling. You hear a loud booming noise as you all turn around to see a full orc. You look over and the chest is a little bit lower.
We gotta go. Right.
Outside, you guys hear clanking and clattering. You walk in.
You disappeared.
Nope. I saw you in there. You guys go back in there. Yeah. I'm gonna need both of you to roll me a dex save.